Hello there boys and girls, welcome to Scottish Geeks. We're back playing Nekopara, and when we left off we're getting an invoice apparently, so let's move on with the invoice and see what happens. Yes, give me your invoices. Oh, we're in the kitchen. Thank you. Sounds good, I'll take a look at it later. Where would that be? I don't know where the usual place is. What the hell are you doing? Seriously. Okay. What is it? Oh dear God, what's she up to? Chocola? What are you doing? No. Bad Chocola. Well, you're making very odd noises around my back, I think that is. Yeah, what's up isn't the answer I'm looking for, Chocola. Yeah. Yeah, what were you doing? I don't know. Oh, hold up. Clearly, you stuck yourself onto me, Chocola. Yeah, exactly like that. Puzzled, she frantically tilted her head left and right. She's sick with some terrible disease. It's just started happening mere seconds ago, though. Are you alright? We've been kind of out of it since we got back from our break. Well, she says she's fine, then I guess there's nothing wrong. Didn't seem like she was making any particular mistakes while working either. I'll think about things after observing her a bit more. I thought about that as I watched her head back. I don't think she is, Vanilla. Oh, hi, Chocola, welcome back. What's wrong? You're telling me... Chocola spaced out as she tilted her head in confusion again. Didn't seem like she was doing it on purpose. I wonder what's gone into her. It's clear that she's not herself. I mean, somehow she looks a little bit flushed as well. I'm just gonna feel your forehead here, okay? I touched her small forehead. Her body shivered with a twitch. I could feel Chocola shivering slightly through the palm of my hand. Didn't particularly seem like she had a fever or anything. Ah, Chocola. Sorry, I sneezed in your face. Okay. Chocola, hey, no. She cooed in a sweet voice I hadn't heard before. Still clinging to me, she rubbed her cheek against mine. It was clear she wasn't feeling like herself. Her voice was especially sugary sweet. I could even say there was a sort of stickiness to it. Her grip on my back tightened. I feel a certain degree of sensuality in her actions. Oh dear gods. So you should be. She suddenly came to her senses and let go of me. She flailed her arms about as she howled in confusion.
Chocola,
oh yeah, that's what you were meant to tell me about, wasn't it? Oh god, Vanilla, don't start. Don't start, Vanilla. Seriously. Hey, Vanilla, do you know what's wrong with Chocola? I mean, she's acting kind of weird today, right? Ah, breakthrough. That's felt promising. And by the way, I've been curious, but do I smell strange or something? Right? Somewhat relieving to hear that I smelled normal. I mean, I didn't smell especially sweet or anything. Vanilla was drawn in by what I had said. Seems as if she'd realised something. Either way, could you tell Chocola to go up to her room to rest? It's starting to calm down out there, so I'll take care of things afterwards, don't worry. I'm sure you are, but no. Huh? Okay. That's that. Okay. Let's see. We needed some more millefeuille, right? I don't know how to pronounce that. Surprisingly, Vanilla was the type who could rise to a challenge when necessary. I stood in front of the wide open refrigerator, and despite the distance, I could still hear the voices of my poster cat girls right behind me. Let's find out what it was saying. Let's eavesdrop a little, shall we? Okay. Are you feeling any better, Chocola? Yeah, I knew that was happening. What? Really? Okay, sorry about that. Well, I get why, but she was pretty mad at me. I'd never knocked on the doors before now, though. Besides, Chocola would enter my room without knocking too. Alright, okay, I'll be sure to be careful next time, but more importantly, how are you feeling? I'd like to take you to the clinic, but do you feel up to walking there? We're closed. We decided to close up early today. Do you think I could leave you when you're not feeling well? Just listen to me. Let's go to the clinic. Do you think you could stand? What are you talking about? You look like you're about to fall over. Come on, I'll give you a hand. I stood next to Chocola and put my arm around her. What's wrong? Did I hurt you? She slurred her words as she refused my request. She was definitely acting a lot stranger than before. Enough of that now, okay? I'm taking you to the clinic, alright? That's the whole reason why I decided to close the bakery today anyway. Come on. Rational? Or back from your instincts?
Chocola, もしかして。
Vanilla pushed her face against Chocola's body as she sniffed her.
やっぱり来ちゃったの?
What? Came? You don't mean... Is that this mated season thing? As you mentioned it, there was noted in the book I bought before. Thought it was still a bit early for them though.
別にご主人様が褒めてくれたのはそういう意味じゃないって分かってますけど。
Right. Oh, please always be by my side from here on out. I'm so happy when you're with me.
ご主人様。
What?
そのご主人様から何かすごく甘い匂いがして。
Oh yeah, now I get it, okay. So it's back then, huh? Situations when dealing with a fast maturing cat girl. I remember the section inside the book was titled that. Crap. I thought it was still too early to worry about stuff like that and I totally glossed over it. Well, just what should I do in a situation like this? She looked up at me with pained, tear-stained eyes. It was the look of a woman desperately pleading for help. Ah, Chocola. She completely caught me off guard and in an instant my face began to redden. This is bad. I could see that Chocola was not herself. My heartbeat started to slow down as it began to throb profusely. And Vanilla wandered off. Okay, thanks Vanilla, you know, no help from you. Ah, you're back, good. Yes.
発情期の猫はちゃんと発散してあげないと体調を崩すよ。
By let out you mean Vanilla? Vanilla was right next to my ears as I looked over at her face. It didn't seem like one of her usual jokes. She was looking straight at me.
それにショコラだってご主人のことが好きだからこうなってる。 猫と人じゃ赤ちゃんはできないって知ってるけど、でもちゃんと愛し合うことはできるんだよ。
Your cats express a love for each other physically? What unreserved and certain words! I felt like I couldn't breathe. Vanilla paid no attention to me and continued to whisper into my ear.
猫を人生のパートナーにする人だっているでしょ?
Well, yeah, you're right, but of course I knew there were people like that. I knew just how cute cat girls were, so I wasn't one to judge them. But that being said...
ご主人はショコラのこと。
Well, of course she's important to me. Chocola and Vanilla were important, irreplaceable members of the family. This wasn't a matter of liking or disliking them. But that's why, in the current of all
ご
this...
主人は人のくせにもう忘れたの?
Forgotten?
私たちは猫だから自分に素直なだけ。 私たちは猫だから自分に素直なだけ。
You just said that.
本当に好きなら迷惑かけたって一緒にいたい。私たちが幸せかどうかなんていくらご主人でも 決めつけるのは違うと思うよ。だから本当にショコラのことを思うならね。
Vanilla? Her slender fingers caressed my cheek. They were the same words as before, and they pierced right through me again, just like back then.
ご主人様、ショコラは本当にご主人様のことが好きなんです。好きだから大切な人の役に立ちたくて、褒めてもらいたくて頑張ったんです。
Chocola. Just like back then. You could feel the determination behind Chocola's eyes and words. She gazed right at me.
体が反応しちゃうきっかけは発情期かもしれないです。でもご主人様のことが好きなのは、ご主人様に触ってもらいたいのは発情期だからじゃないですよ。ショコラは大好きなご主人様だから。
Chocola. What am I going to do with you? Oh, I guess we're going to find out.
ご主人様。ご主人様。
I returned her gaze as Chocola took hot, shallow breaths, still caught in her bewilderment. I gently placed my hand to her tear-stained cheek. Tongue twister there. I love you too, Chocola. Feel a desire to, then, rather than deciding whether it's right or wrong, I'll be honest too. With those words as my vow to her, I kissed her again.
ご主人様。ご主人様。本当に手間のかかるご主人様だね。
Ah, that's right. I gently rubbed both the teary-eyed Chocola and the proud Vanilla's heads, and then gently embraced both of them.
じゃあ態度で示さないとね、ご主人。
And just like that, I was chucked out of the room. Ah, well.
ご主人様。ガラガラガラ。ショコラ。ショコラ。
Chocola and Vanilla curled up, completely appeased. Chocola was all back to normal after being satisfied, although she could have just been exhausted after all that and would return to that state soon. There's a lot to raising cat girls, huh? I think raising cat girls would involve this as well. I don't think I'd become such a cat girl lover either. Oh, ha ha ha, yeah, I get it. Well, I've got no regrets. With a slightly perplexed smile, I poked the cheeks of the two cat girls. Sorry.
ご主人様。大好きです。ショコラが幸せそうで、私も幸せ。
Yes, I love you too. I responded to the two cat girls as they mumbled in their sleep while strubbing their heads. Anyway, that's enough for today, boys and girls, so thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you next time, but until then...